It's mid-2024, and the COVID housing spike is finally over. Maybe you bought, maybe you didn't, but it's safe to say nothing looks the same as it did just 4 to 5 short years ago. I'm Jonathan Tiedman, real estate expert with Century 21 803. Since 2023, I've not only started renovating and investing myself, I've also purchased a home for my own family. So it's suffice to say, I've done my fair share of personal experience in today's market. Let's take a moment and see what making a move in real estate looks like today. Now, before we dive too deep into the rabbit hole, there are two types of real estate transactions. There are many different ones, but let's just keep it simple at two for this. The first one is going to be personal transactions, like a family-owned home. On the other side, we're going to take a look at investing. We're going to put personal on the side for now, and in here, we're going to talk about everything profits, baby. Have you ever heard someone say there's money in real estate? Well, that's because there is. Now you just need to know if you're the one making it or you're the one spending it. In Lexington County alone, the past 2 years, 485 houses have been sold more than once, meaning it was either someone selling it for the sole purpose of making a profit, or they decided that just wasn't the right house for them. Over half of those homes sold for more than $50,000 than they did the last time they had sold. That's more than the average salary in South Carolina. How can that be? You might want to know that. Well, it's all a matter of doing the work and hiring the right people. There are a plethora of factors to consider when investing in real estate, but there is serious money to be made. The first step is finding the right realtor to work with, one who works in this space, one who may be familiar with holding costs and what to expect, and is in tune with the current market. When identifying a property for yourself as an investment, it's important to know your strengths and weaknesses. Have you ever painted, put in a floor, or maybe you know a guy? Then those might be things that you look for. Inversely, if you don't know how to do any of that, you may be a numbers guy like myself and know that 3 plus 2 can never equal 7. Then you can focus on incorporating your renovation budget into the overall deal. It really can be that simple. It's all determined on whether you have the time and dedication to find the next step in the process. If you've ever considered investing in real estate, you may have been put off by today's interest rates. But even though they are way higher than they were 2 years ago, one investor in West Columbia was able to gross $320,000 on a property he had for just 4 months. Switching gears now to the personal side of transactions. In 2022, we had record low inventory. This meant that buyers didn't have a lot of choices, and even if they did, there wasn't much to negotiate on. In the last 12 months, homes have sold for 6.7% more than they did a physical year ago, and the median home price is $349,000 in Lexington County. Now, how could that even benefit you with home prices being higher and interest rates being higher? Well, we don't have those inventory shortages that we did. And despite those rising interest rates, hundreds of people are still able to make a substantial profit off of property. Now, if people can make money off of properties, then it's reasonable to assume that one can purchase a house and keep that equity in the property for themselves. When we consider all that information from the first category, in order for someone to buy who may have thought they couldn't have, they would need to approach it the same way as that investor would and start making a team. Reach out to a realtor. Tell them what your plan is. Get in touch with a financing institution if you need financing, and fill them in on all of your goals. Then start considering what types of things you can look past, work on, or live with, or without. Too many people get caught up in rates and prices, and the truth is that these are minor hurdles when trying to purchase a property. Yes, they're there, and you do have to jump over them, but nothing is impossible. With inventory growing the way that it has, the things on your checklists of houses that have must-have items are now better than they ever were. So now as a buyer, you have more options than you did in the past 1,000 days. And then lastly, if you can still make money off of investing and buyers can still get good deals off of purchasing, you might think it's a terrible time to sell. And well, that's not necessarily true either. Now we have seen that rise in inventory of about 54%. Yes, that is true. So you may not be able to just slap a price tag on your house and watch all the offers roll in. But homes are still selling for more than they did last year, and we've only seen them sit on the market for about 2 days longer. Having the right marketing techniques can ensure that you're still getting the most for your home and set you up for that next chapter in your life. If you're using a realtor to list your house, keep them up to date on what your goals are. This way they can understand and identify any pivot areas that may need to take place. The right time to make a real estate move was 5 years ago. The next best time is now. Constantly waiting to time the market or look for the perfect scenario will only have you stuck in a loop that never ends, which keeps you, your family, and your goals in limbo. All this while people are making investments, making money, and making new chapters in their life right in front of you. Make your future a reality. If you need help taking that next step, whether that's buying, selling, or investing, you can always click that link down in the description below, and a member of my team or myself will be happy to get you started down the right path. I really want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch the video. It means a lot to me. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're not already, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.